Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News with me, Keturah King. Now, to taste the delights of a continent is to delve into its culture, its history, and its traditions. African cuisine is incredibly unique and offers a wide variety of culinary experiences. From the creative vegetarian dishes of injera and dora in Ethiopia, to the sweet puff puff in Nigeria, right down to the spicy braai in South Africa, the culinary experience is found in its smell, touch, taste, and feel. Over the past few years, Africa has seen more and more Western influence in her food. So today on Our Take, we'll be discussing the African palate and whether or not artificial flavouring has a place in African cuisine. To discuss, I'm joined by the reputable Chef Alex, Sanne Steemers, our esteemed chocolatier, and the ever-lovely Labo, who was wearing an Hermes scarf.
Love it.
Can we talk about this, please?
Wait, I thought this was about food.
Sorry.
She couldn't help herself. She couldn't help herself.
Fashion, honey.
Absolutely.
Okay, when it comes to Hermes, we gotta talk about that first.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm watching you. If it goes missing, just know what happened to it. Now back to food. So what do we think about enhancers and artificial flavorings? I mean, for me, my mother's a hippie, so I was raised on all organic food, no artificial flavorings whatsoever. Till this day, I don't drink soft drinks because I'm not accustomed to it. I think they taste horrible. But I'm not averse to a bit of Maggi in my food.
Right.
So where does one draw the line? When is enough too much, or vice versa?
Right. So I'm of the opinion, sorry, ladies. I'm of the opinion.
Ladies
very
first.
opinionated. So I believe that the idea of Maggi or enhanced sodium or some MSGs that add a lot of flavor.
You didn't want to say the word.
Right.
He hates MSG sodium. He was like, enhanced sodium. How do I say it without saying MSG?
But there's a place for these things, right?
Yes.
So they are what we call a housewife's shortcut to good flavor.
Oh,
In the industry,
Actually,
in the industry, that's what it is. So there is a place for it. You're in a hurry. You need to have maximum impact, minimum time. So you use a stock cube. So there is a place for it. Unfortunately, I feel like as we evolve as a society and as we go from low income to middle income, we're consuming more MSGs, and then we have a rise in heart conditions, stroke, and which is directly correlated with salt intake and all these things. So on the one hand, yes, there is a place and a time. On the other hand, let's remember what the purpose of this is for. If we're doing slow cooking, take time, build your stock, build your flavors. You don't always have to use a shortcut.
But what if you don't have time?
I live in Lagos. I don't have time.
Even if you have time to cook every day, much less actually slave over a stove to create broth from bones for hours till it becomes gelatin. Alex, not everybody went to culinary school.
Yeah, and not everyone takes cooking as serious as I do, right?
and then the food tastes good.
It does.
And then
With MSG and enhancers.
The food tastes good. I can't even imagine my life without it. I tried using Italian seasoning and black pepper, but
You're like, no, this is not enough.
The Maggi is not inside. The Maggi is not inside,
I have to say though, because I mean, you don't have to make a broth from scratch. That is an extra product. But there's so many beautiful flavors in this country.
This is
Absolutely.
This is true.
And once you know, and maybe there's an opportunity for you to educate people, what are the shortcuts that are natural? Because there's so many beautiful flavors.
I see.
One of my favorite things, I have a jar of suya spice standing in my kitchen.
What is it called? Yaji?
Yaji.
the question is, what is
I
in
actually
the
go
suya
down the
spice?
road.
Well, I could tell you, ground shombo, ground pepper, ground onions, ground crayfish, ground peanuts or groundnuts.
Are you sure there's no MSG in that suya
No.
spice?
Wow. There's no
It depends where you buy it. I actually walk down the
That's
street
another
to
thing.
my local suya spot.
Okay.
And whenever I buy my suya, I just bring my jar too.
But
when
how
it's
do you know
empty.
that there's no Maggi
I could
inside,
tell you for a
crumbled
fact that
inside?
there is
That's a
seasoning
very,
cube.
very good fact.
Sarah and the Suya guy, they're people.
We're
so
friends, you know.
exactly.
Didn't we just all catch Sanne's your, please say that again. Let's make sure we heard that.
My suya guy.
Yeah, no, what was the last thing you said, the last sentence?
So me and my suya guy were friends.
That's not how you said it. You said we're good friends. Oh. The African came out to prove her point. I love it. Yes. So, in terms of your chocolates, are there any preservatives used there? Because how do you extend the shelf life if you don't use preservatives, whether natural or artificial?
Actually, chocolate preserves quite well, so we don't add anything. It's only purely natural ingredients.
Right.
Without anything, it still preserves well for at least 6 months.
Right.
If you want to extend your shelf life to 12 months, to 2 years, whichever, you can start adding things. But chocolate, like anything else, tastes better fresh. You'll probably taste it soon. This chocolate I actually finished yesterday.
Oh, I plan on eating it along with the cheesy mozzarella bread that Alex has made as the panini.
Chocolate, like anything else, is just better when it's fresh.
But have you found yourself kind of like reviewing your recipe a little bit to tend to our palate?
Certainly, yes. Yes. So the one
That's a great question.
Yeah, the one I've brought now is a dark chocolate. It's a 71%. Alex keeps pushing me to increase it.
I'm like, give me 85.
He likes it dark.
Oh, wow.
But in the Nigerian palate, this is a bit more appreciated.
Right.
So this is the one we've started working with. We're also working on milk chocolates. But the interesting bit is that jar of suya spice. I've actually
You put it as like a chocolate.
I have had her suya. She has a suya chocolate.
Do you know what
It
is
delicious.
so amazing to hear you say that? It's because they have this chocolate in Mexico that has chilies in
Absolutely.
it. And I've always said, and sometimes I put a little bit of chocolate, dark chocolate, in my chili con carne.
Absolutely.
Or, anything spicy.
Yeah, Mayan
Even
spice.
jollof.
The idea of Mayan spice. You have spice drinks. Anywhere, anywhere in America.
My food gamies.
And then there's mole as well too, right? Which is essentially chocolate and beans. It's, it's a Mexican thing.
So to have a Nigerian adaptation of that,
delicious.
that is
And the reception has been good.
It has been very good, yes.
Where's our suya chocolate?
I know.
I'm going to ask for a little more patience on that one. That's going to be the big launch that's coming soon.
That's phenomenal.
So, but it's really interesting, and the company is called 36 Chocolates because we actually want to take ingredients from all 36 states of Nigeria.
Oh my goodness.
And chocolate combines well with everything. It can go well with spice, it can go well with nuts, fruits, anything you can think of.
So just sort of taking up from Labo's point about, adapting your cuisine to fit the Nigerian palate, I know that I've stepped into a KFC here and a fast food joint there, whereby the original burgers that I'm accustomed to, or the chicken meals, now have jollof. In fact, actually, I went to KFC and they had this big meal with 2 loaves of agege bread.
Yeah.
No.
I promise you, I kid you not. And I had to take a picture of it. I was like, what is going on? Why are you doing this? Do we feel that it's necessary?
There's never really any wrong time to have agege bread.
I don't know about
Can we
that
just
too.
let's clarify.
So why did you make agege bread for us this morning, Mr.
It is like a version of it because agege bread is actually a milk bread. It's
So why
our
did you
local
make agege
variation.
bread?
I haven't, let me be in the country for a while. Let me visit.
Yeah,
let me
just go
learn.
back.
I think, just as we're talking about earlier, just before we got to set, I think we also have the nostalgic palette. So, they're really just trying to bring in, look, they like these things, let's just bring it in. And even the so-called bougies, everyone honestly kind of likes the Nigerian food like that.
Sometimes
Because you go
just
to
gotta have a bread and
cafes.
suya.
Yes.
Literally, sometimes you just need.
just need suya.
Maybe beans and bread too, every once in a
Because
while,
even
right?
your 5-star Tarragon, they actually do have some kind of Nigerian type of thing. You go to cafes these days, you see Eddie Kaiko, you see Euphoria, I'm like, okay.
Sanne, do you miss Nigerian food when you're out of the country?
I actually do.
Well, there you go. It is addictive.
It's a week before I
Are you
travel,
sure it's
I
not the
start
MSG
eating my
she's getting
Nigerian food.
addicted to?
Why are you insulting our
sorry.
cuisine now?
He's just
I'm
saying.
kidding, I'm joking.
You can't joke.
kidding.
Listen,
I kid,
we are
I kid, I
Nigerian
kid.
food advocates.
Of
We will
course,
take
absolutely.
you down.
No.
Okay.
I love Nigerian food. Are you kidding me? I grew up on all kinds of Yoruba soups and and all kinds of
I know
swallow.
he looks like he's from the abroad, from Spain or wherever, but this is a pure Ibadan man,
Absolutely.
born and bred.
Born at UCH.
So what I want you guys to tell us now, because normally this is kind of a debate, but it seems like we're all on the same side, which is there's a time and place for enhancers and flavorings. Don't drink sodas, guys. However, I do want our viewers to be able to keep up with you because, you're launching your new store, you're launching your brand new product, and I want our viewers to be able to purchase, give you their spending power, because I sure will be there. So what are your social media handles and how can we keep up to date with you?
Fantastic. And so my personal one, which is where I photo blog and all that cool stuff, a lot of testing and stuff, is at Alex Cooks Food.
Okay.
Just the way it's spelled, ALEXCOOKSFOOD,
Okay.
Alex Cooks Food. And the business one for the bakery is at Exo Bakery.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And Sanne, what is your social media handle?
Yeah, so you can find the chocolate under My36 Chocolates on whichever you prefer, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. And if you add .ng in the end, you get our website too.
Oh, nice and simple. I love it. Labo, do you have any food for us that we might want to buy? No? Okay, we're done. So I can see this spread. I'm going to let you guys tuck in, but before we say bye-bye, Chef Alex, will you do the honors of breaking bread for us so we can see that wonderful cheese
Absolutely.
stretch?
Well, ladies first. So I'm gonna give you guys.
Wow, he's dishing out our food. I will say goodbye because that brings us to the end of the morning show today.
That's the part I love. Check it out, guys.
He's taken over.
Check that out.
I mean, is that ever gonna end?
You can't beat a mozzarella toasty.
We're going to eat now. So thanks once again to my wonderful guest, Chef Alex O'Care and Sanne Steemers for joining me, Keturah King. And of course, thanks to you at home for watching. From my entire team and I here in Lagos, all that's left for me to say is enjoy the rest of your morning and of course, the rest of your day. Goodbye.